How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Manatee Gaming. So Herblore seems to be a really big topic for this month. I'm really trying to help you guys to get that free 120 or 200 million Herblore cape. Well, I guess it's not a 200 million Herblore cape, but you know what I'm talking about. I mean, and then you can even use this to get 99 Herblore. But the main point is this method right here that I have discovered is an amazingly great method right now. It is super cheap and will give you 2.1 million experience per hour while training Herblore during double experience. So let's go ahead and take a quick look into that. First of all, when you're doing any of these Herblore methods, you're going to want to use a portable well. You can find a portable well by using the portables friend chat and then finding out where the well is. And then, yep, it's laggy because this is World 84, which is always terrible. But anyway, what you're going to do is to get to the portable well the fastest, I'm going to go ahead and show you that really quick. If you have bladed dive, which means you just have to have 2 weapons of any kind in your 2 inventory spots. They have to be melee weapons, sorry, not any kind, so don't use crossbows. And then what you do is use bladed dive and then surge. So it looks like this. You go bladed dive and then you go surge and you go right through the building and you're all the way over here. So that is the quickest way to get over here to start doing this method. But anyway, let's go into what the actual method is. So this method is going to be making extreme invention potions. So I had a previous video this month that was making the regular invention potions and how that was very profitable. Now the prices have changed pretty dramatically. Sometimes that one's profitable, sometimes it's not profitable. It's still really great experience, but maybe you wanted ways to be able to use those potions that you have. So if you make them into super potions, or you just sell them and then buy the super potions, which we have right here, super invention potion, what you're going to want to do is include mycelial webbing. So mycelial webbing plus the super inventions, if we take a look really quick, it gives you 300 Herblore experience, requires level 95 Herblore to do, and then yeah, you just make these. So yeah, obviously it requires a higher level of Herblore. So this is one you're really going to want to use for going for hitting 99 pretty quickly and very cheap. Or using this to get to like 120 or 200 million on like an extreme budget. Like these are really cheap to use, like pretty amazingly cheap. The super invention potions today were right around 3,000 a piece, which is really not bad at all. And then the mycelial webbing is buying below mid price right now on these is I think 625. I bought these to show you guys what they look like at 500 a piece. So right now the current price of doing this whole thing is 3,500. Now, if you have the Dungeoneering scroll to be able to save some of your extra supplies, then that will cut down your costs even more because you will save, I believe it is 10%. There you go. I wrote it down on the page because I knew I was going to forget some of these numbers. 10% of your webbings will be saved. So you can make 3,000 potions per hour, which means you're going to be saving 300 webbings per hour. So you can take that off of your cost. You will have the ability to be able to make a bunch of extra potions with the portable well, with your modified botanist mask and everything else. But the only thing is though, is the potions can't be sold. The extremes cannot be sold. So since we can't sell the extremes, we're not really getting any money back. So how much does this end up costing us? So first of all, each potion is going to give you, let's do the quick math there. It's about 2.1 million per hour. And in just a minute here, I will actually tell you how to reach that number. But we're hitting about 2.1 million per hour, which means each one, oops, I should probably do the real thing. 2.1 million per hour, which means each potion is going to give you 700 experience each, roughly. So at 3,500 cost, and they're going to give you 700 experience a piece, we have a grand total cost of, wow, I cannot use a calculator today to save my life. Yeah, next video is going to be how to use a calculator. 5. So that means we're spending 5 GP per XP. And that is without taking out the saved profits from the mycelial webbing. So it's going to be a little bit below 5 GP per XP. You're going to be looking something close to like 4.5 GP per XP, which is actually really good for 2.1 million experience per hour in Herblore. If you guys have been training Herblore in the past or looking at how much everything costs, then I know that you know that 4.5 is extremely cheap for this much experience per hour. So yeah, there's not that many things that actually really even compare to this much experience per hour. So in order to hit these numbers, guys, you're going to have quite a bit of boosts. So I just highly recommend using every boost you can possibly think of in order to make your numbers go higher. Keep in mind, you will get more than 2.1 million per hour if you use bonus experience. You will get more than 2.1 million per hour if you use like pulse cores. So I'm not including that stuff into this. But also one quick note the 2.1 million per hour is on double experience weekend. So don't do these before double experience weekend. Buy them now, that way you can do them on double XP. If you do them outside of double XP, you're gonna get about like 1.1, 1.2 million per hour, which is still really good, but it's not gonna cost 5 GP per XP. It's gonna be significantly more. It'll be more like 9. Which still isn't too bad, honestly, for Herblore with the speed of it, but it's really nothing special at that point. So really save these for double experience weekend. So the number one thing you're going to want to use is going to be other people's basic pulse core boost. So the 10% XP boost that you will get by using the portables location I'm showing you right now. This right here is World 84, where typically they have a well. Like I said, though, check out the portables chat. That way you can make sure you're in the right spot. Some other things to use. I got a little list over here, guys. So you're going to want to use a skilling backpack, which gives you 5%. The wisdom aura gives you 2.5%. An item with wise 3 on it will give you 3%. The catalyst fragment set will give you 12.9k per hour. And then using the magic carpet gives you roughly 5,000 per hour. And let's see what else you got. You've got the botanist suit. The entire suit will give you a grand total of, I believe it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6%. So you get 6% by using that. So a quick note too is most of my videos you will see me suggesting using these right here, these factory suits, the factory suit pieces. Hopefully you can see that with my big old head in the way. Yes, you can. Okay. So these factory suits these are great things to use, but the only thing is though, is keep in mind if you decide to use the 3 pieces of factory to save extra potion doses, because using 3 pieces of the factory set will give you 10% chance of getting extra doses. The only problem with doing that is the fact you can't resell the extreme potions. So only do that if you just want to stock them up, because later on, I really have a big hint on this one, honestly, and I could be completely wrong, but I don't really understand why they wouldn't do it. There could be an overload for skilling, because if you look, we have a whole bunch of extreme skilling potions right now and not really an overload for them. We have extreme combats and we have an overload for them, like lots of different types, so I really wouldn't put it past them to not have a skilling overload. So with that in mind, personally, I'm going to use the factory suit to get 10% more doses, which ends up being 300 extra doses, which is basically 100 extra 3-dose potions, which could be pretty significant later on if I'm trying to make these new skilling overloads if they come out with those. Otherwise, if you're not really wanting to save them for that, you can also use the factory outfit in order to get more doses, because if you're just going to disassemble all your extreme potions, and my cat is going to try to help us with this video. Sorry, God. If you are using the factory set, then you can also disassemble those potions and get quite a bit of components from those. So also keep that in mind. Anyway, guys, yeah, by the way, the well itself will give you 10%. And I'll go ahead and show you guys really quick what it would look like outside of double experience weekend. Keep in mind, you're going to be getting about 300 more on double XP. But outside double XP, we're getting 376%. And that's not full botanist. That's not using the fragment set. That's not using a lot of things. So as you can see, when the double XP is actually hitting and you actually have everything properly going, then you will be getting that 700 experience per potion roughly. So this makes out as a pretty awesome way to get a fairly AFK way of doing Herblore. This is very, very fast while also being more like manageable than doing overloads, because doing overloads you have to like constantly click and everything. You can click a lot less doing this. So it's actually pretty nice. Anyway, guys, I really hope this method is great for you guys to be able to have a nice, cheap, but super fast way of doing Herblore during double experience weekend. As always, everybody, if you want to see more money-making guides, if you want to see flipping stuff like exact prices to buy and sell at and everything else, then check out our Discord down below. We now have 2250 members. Actually, it's a little bit more than that, but anyway, 2250 members, and you guys can support the channel down there and become a billionaire. Literally, that's where I spend most of my time, is in the Discord. So if you guys have any questions, you want to come talk, come join our amazing community, then check it out down below. And as always, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next either profit or money making or whatever we're going to be doing next video. But whatever it's going to be fun. Have a good one, guys.